Hi, as you can see, I moved to the desk. I underwent the severance procedure and this is my work version. I really enjoyed the previous episode. It was a solid introduction to the show. The mystery, the character exploration, all of that excites me. I like to analyze things and delve into the aspects of human psychology. I'm gonna be theorizing a lot about what's happening as well as speculating about what's going on in characters' heads and their motivations and intentions and stuff like that. And hopefully there's gonna be a lot of material for me to work with. So far the first episode was definitely thought-provoking, so I have high hopes for this. And honestly, I can't wait to start. And I think that we should just get on with the reaction.
I will be unable to access outside recollections whilst on Lumen's severed basement
This is
floor,
the video that she
nor retain
recorded.
work
Helly, I
memories
think her
upon my
name is.
ascent. I am aware
A
that this
flashback.
is comprehensive and irreversible.
I think I missed that
Okay.
they said that. We did see the whole video, and so
Come with me,
I should
please.
have known that it is irreversible, because I contemplated the possibility that the
So your
person
work personage will be
who
waking
made the
in a few
decision
hours on the
can
seventh floor.
go back on it in the future, but I guess not.
I love seeing the sunrise on his face.
So is this like the founder of the company? Okay, so is this gonna be the surgery for the implant?
They say it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, because there are no nervous endings in the brain, I think. But
Just relax.
wouldn't it still hurt when you cut into the skin of the scalp? They might have frozen that part. Yum. When people get like trepanation, do they also remain conscious for that? I think a lot of the time you need to be conscious for brain-related surgeries because they need to monitor the brain activity.
I'll be upstairs after to let you know how it went.
Why is he
Sorry if I
there?
freak out on you.
Does he have to oversee the procedure?
I'm very excited to meet you.
He's so creepy. Oh wow, he's even documenting it. I think he doesn't blink much and that adds to the creepiness. Oh, that needle went very far in. This looks very much reversible to me, so it's interesting that they don't allow you to reverse it. Surely there has to be a way that they would like destroy the memories that you acquired at work if that's the reason they don't want you to let you go.
Oh no, I'm trying to leave.
No. It's all part of the process. If you want to spin around and head back
Wait, is this that moment where she went through the door and then she came back and it looked like
Hey there.
it looked like she was jumping through dimensions?
What the hell?
But in reality, she was just
It's okay.
coming here, regaining her
problem.
memories of her other self and making an informed decision to come back. And Mark even mentioned that she left and then came back. And it sounded kind of strange, but he was actually being just honest and
No.
saying it matter of fact. Oh my god. This is a strong indicator that her other self doesn't want to be
I
there.
don't want to be in there, do I?
So you're basically trapping somebody there.
What you're doing.
You know they don't want to be there, but you still force them to be there. It's pretty unethical, to say the least. I guess that they can justify it to themselves. They can convince themselves that that's not somebody else, but it is them. So it's like, well, I can't possibly be abusing myself, or rather, like, I don't know, doing something against my own will. Like, they convince themselves that they choose to do it. They don't see it, that separation, ironically, even though it is clear separation. It's even in the name of Severance. Also, this is an interesting intro. I've been talking, but I have been paying attention to it. I really like the design, the style of it. I think the uncanny valley, kind of not really natural 3D look only adds to it. Really fitting of the show. What could this tar-like liquid be? It's like corruption. Maybe all the thoughts in your head you don't want to have. Trying to separate from yourself. Just another day at work. Such trivial tasks. But it is interesting that you have to follow everything All the rules, even the tiny, small, insignificant ones, have to do everything by the book. Probably it wouldn't surprise me if he's doing it in an exact order indicated on the list. Maybe not, but still, it's like you have to maintain that. You can't just naturally do things that one would expect of you from work. There's no element of being spontaneous or making your own choice. There's just a template of behavior, and everything has to be maintained to be the same, I imagine. They don't want any change. He probably misses his best friend. He's probably wondering if he's even alive. Okay, this was not on the list, and this does make a change to the environment. I wonder if they're gonna have an issue with that. And it is an emotional decision because he's hiding it because it upsets him.
I don't even feel like I left.
That's how nights and weekends feel here.
Like nothing.
Well, you get used to it.
It's just a never-ending loop of working and going through the motions.
You may
The
feel
same routine at the
rejuvenated
same
or-
place. There are no windows even, as far as I could
So
see.
it's 9:05.
So they're just locked in
they
this
staggered the
windowless
entries, too,
box,
so we don't-
looking at numbers and wiping surfaces.
Which means I've earned 4 of the 5 tier incentives, including the erasers and the finger traps that you see displayed here. 100% is tier 5. That gets you a caricature
So
portrait.
there's a
You'll
reward
note I've accrued an
system, but it's
embarrassment
kind of
of wealth in that
comical, not
regard.
really serious. But it is still
Percentage-wise,
like
yes, but to hit
something
our
that
numbers
would
by
give you
quarter's end,
positive
One of us
reinforcement.
gets named refiner of the quarter, and that shit gets you a waffle.
Okay, so far that sounds like the best part,
So don't get your hopes
best
up.
reward. I don't even like waffles.
What about Mark's crystal head cube?
That's not a prize. That's just something they gave him.
Helly, could
I
you
wonder why.
flip on
To appeal to his ego? He doesn't seem like a particularly egocentrical person. Again, it's curious that the computers are so old. I wonder what time the show is set in.
I just noticed you removed the group photos from the desk.
Yeah, we're gonna take the new ones at Helly's party today.
He looks concerned by that.
Data you see falls into one of 4 essential categories, and we group each line of code and then sort it.
I do think the old photos are supposed to stay on the desk until the new ones come in.
I wonder if it bugs him personally or if he's concerned that
Shit,
the
this means
higher up's
something
gonna
to
have a
No.
problem with
You
it.
know, all the data comes
Oh,
from
he's
upstairs,
gonna
fully
get them
encoded.
back.
Then how do I categorize it?
Good question. What is the common
Each
denominator
category of
there?
numbers presents in such an order as to elicit an emotional response in the refiner. Cat 1 numbers, for example, feel a certain way on
Scroll
So,
through the spreadsheet and look for
removing
numbers that are
emotions
Sounds dumb, and Mark said it dumb.
is the goal.
Are the numbers bloody? Do they chant?
I wonder if it's just I don't know, psychological, that their numbers are not any special,
way?
but they convince
Like, if it turns
themselves
out I
and they
hate this
start
and I want
seeing
to
it,
quit.
start seeing what's expected of them, what they're supposed to.
If you're really unhappy, you can submit a resignation request with your
Can
outside
you?
self.
But they said that it was
Good
irreversible.
luck getting that approved.
They do tend to be rejected. Plus,
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess they told the truth to the person
Full
going
version
through the
of you only
procedure
exists
that
at
they're not
Lumen.
gonna be reversible.
and quitting would
Wait, no, she
effectively
watched
end
the
your life.
videos.
I mean,
She
in so
has to
much-
know that it's irreversible.
The office feels whole.
Smile is so fake,
Let's get this
devoid
party
of
started.
emotion. And again, he rarely blinks, and the way he speaks is very robotic.
My name is Irving, as you all know, and I've worked here for 3 years, and something about me
It's
is
like
that I know
when in school
all
you
9
just
core
introduce
Lumen
yourself to get to know
Awesome.
your new
What's
classmates.
your favorite?
Kind of silly.
No trust fall today, Irv.
Oh, right.
Very weird. It's strange how the environment is both really strict but also not
Hello,
serious
I'm Helly.
in this company,
I've been
or
at
on this
Lumen for
floor at
like
least.
10 hours total, and
She's taking it pretty well now,
I'm
even
sorry,
though
I
it's
don't
pretty.
know anything about myself.
It's still really early.
Right, I actually have a few things to say to her. Can I record something back?
So what you'll find here.
Yeah, I imagine if you separated yourself
what
like
if I let
this
her
on
know?
purpose, you don't really want to
Unfortunately, the
maintain
elevators are
any
equipped with something
connection,
called
level of
code
communication with the other self.
So messages can't be passed through.
They're like metal detectors for written symbols.
I don't
They're
think you're quite
isolated in every sense of the word.
At 5'6", she's the 4th tallest person in your office, and her hair is what we call shoulder length.
What a strange description. Most of those were physical descriptives, nothing about her personality or
That's a
anything
lot
like
to
that.
follow.
And no actual
So I'll
details
just
about her
say
personal life either.
Been with Lumen about 2 years, and I absolutely love this game.
Liar.
Nice try, pal, but you said that last time.
He just wants to get it over with.
I broke protocol this morning.
Uh-oh.
I was dusting the old group photos, the ones with PD, and it just made me feel sad.
In a way, it's like getting rid of those numbers that
tracks. I've seen no
elicit
worries.
emotion, right? He got rid of those
See,
photographs that were making him emotional, but he wasn't told to do
You're not
so,
supposed
and
to do.
he's not supposed to feel bad
I recall
about the
this. I
PTE
object.
situation, I imagine. So, I don't think they're gonna approve.
I actually find your reaction sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Though, it is puzzling you have an outburst like this for Petey and not for, say, Carol D.
So they
But you
want
filmed a
him
thank
to
you.
feel the same way
PD was just
about
gone.
every person he works with.
If he's got some new job, or drunk on a beach, or dead.
That's enough, please.
Oh my god. That was a very weird response from him. He's like an abuse victim or a hostage that's like scared to anger his captor or abuser and wants to avoid a punishment.
Of here. Not here.
I wonder if they
Life
do
at
punish the
Lumen is
workers.
protected.
It does seem like behavior that got shaped up by experience. But I think his obedience is
think that
definitely
Melon isn't
a
giving
front
you
because
tasty.
he was conspiring with PT, as we know, against Lumen. So that was the most emotion that I've seen on that guy's face, like pure joy. It looked authentic, but maybe for the wrong reasons. Again, that guy, I think, the one that was like embedded into the wall. I wonder why
how are you
that
gonna
guy
figure out if
had
he's okay?
dirt under his nails.
Yeah, Milchek's a nice man. When he says something, it's best to listen,
I don't care.
because he can't always be nice like that.
Oh, okay, that was a veiled threat, a warning.
Group photo before the melon bloat sets in.
Yeah, this is definitely an obedient, joyful front of his.
Say gratitude.
Gratitude.
What are they supposed to be grateful for?
Cheer.
Uh-oh.
Helly, what are you doing?
Oh,
She doesn't know that she's supposed to be obedient, yet she hasn't been punished. Or maybe she acts this way because Mark skipped the preamble, or maybe it's just her specific personality.
There's code detectors.
Do you know that? Have you tried?
Or maybe how they all started first.
Helly.
All the corridors look the same, like you're in a maze. He's really concerned, and I don't think it's about her getting away. I think it's about them getting to her, doing something to her, perhaps.
Mr. Greener?
Come on out.
He's a scary-looking guy.
So, this is embarrassing, but it's my first time training, and I must have just forgotten to go over data smuggling rules with Helly.
He's trying to help
If
her,
Helly
even
tripped
though
the
it
code
might get
detectors,
him
that
in
one,
trouble.
It's on me. And
Whatever could have happened to her
You're
if he
department chief
didn't
now,
step
yes.
in would have probably been bad.
On you then. Let's go.
Uh-oh, what's gonna happen to him now? I wanna see how they punish them, because there's no way it's gonna be something basic or expected or simple. They have to be doing it in some unorthodox way. It's probably extra cruel. Very narrow corridor, dark too. Break room. Is this like isolation torture or something? Or torture? Now, torture, like, I don't know, just physical pain, I think it would be too primitive. Okay, it's nice to see that he's at least trying to, I don't know, move on with his life, socialize. I don't think it's gonna work though. He's definitely not ready for a new relationship, still mourning the loss of his wife.
Archives division, sort of a corporate historian, apparently. So a lot of sensitive material, hence the...
A lot of sensitive material, but his other self that goes to work doesn't seem to be working with any secret information. They just, I don't know, tidy up around the office and pick numbers. Interesting.
Isn't Minnesota like crazy cold with the lakes?
Yes. Minnesota was very cold the one time I visited from my home in
Oh.
Montana.
Oh, so those are different places.
He wasn't listening. Or forgot
So you live
already.
in
He's
Lumen
clearly
housing?
not invested in this.
Live in
His
there,
mind is elsewhere,
yes,
which is
they have to
ironic
be
because you're supposed to
subsidized
separate
by
your
the
working life so you
company
can
that employs
focus wholeheartedly on your personal one. But I don't think he's thinking about work. He's probably thinking about his wife. But actually, he might also be thinking about his work because of the meeting with PT.
You folks have a moment for children's brain health?
We do.
We're trying to get a measure on the back.
Uh-oh.
Okay, well, what about the self-mutilating types that do it willingly? I mean, I heard that some of them are so deluded they don't even know they're victims.
He's taking this
I
very
also heard
personally,
that if you're severed,
obviously,
you go to
but
two
he's so
separate
aggressive
hells.
about
Is
it
that
and sardonic.
Really?
Okay, so people can just, like, self-imprison. Are you
Yeah.
captive right now? No, seriously,
Like I thought, he
walk you down
thinks
here to
that it
be
is
an
just him,
infantilizer
and
with
he didn't
people.
mention that
Severance
at
is
the no
subjugation.
dinner, that it's just him, so he can't really trap himself. Even without that separation that kind of creates another person, a person can be their own worst enemy. The person can harm themselves with their choices. Even that is possible. But here, it's literally, it's like another version of you, a new personality, even. So, it's definitely abusive.
Those damn bins.
Is she aware or not? I think she is because of how invasive she's been
Here, why don't you
with
come
him.
in? I have
Asking if he's alone at Pip's, visiting him.
Well, I'm experimenting
But we'll
with
see if she
cattle miles,
asks
so
any
no.
weird questions.
My, you smell nice. Were you on a date?
Okay, she's being
sort of.
nosy again.
Sister set me up with, like, her doula or midwife. Didn't really feel like anything.
Okay, so he's not really trying to move on. His sister wants it for him.
Wow. These are magic.
I don't think he means it.
My late husband was a carpenter. And
Like
before he
Jesus.
passed, and there would be a small guest apartment in the back, in case I found a new man before I got there.
Wow. That is very accommodating and understanding of him. She always talks about people in her life, mother, husband. I wonder if any of that holds any real value. She did say contradicting stuff about her mother, so it could all be a lie, or at least half of it is. Is he gonna stumble over something belonging to his wife? Probably one of her candles. It's all of her stuff, her crafts. It's pretty sad. Couldn't bring himself to get rid of it, but he hid it away because it was making him sad, just like that picture on his desk at work. Could be inherent qualities of his personality that are mirrored in both versions of him, or it could be just human nature. I bet that it still weighs on him. I think he was aggressive like that exactly because of that, because it does make him feel bad, and he doesn't like that. Probably channeling anger he feels for himself at that guy.
Scout, what a pleasure. How can I help you?
I actually woke up not feeling terribly well.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry, I'm just now calling.
Oh no.
At least you can take days off. There's that. I guess sick leaves are a must. They can't really accommodate that sort of issues at work, and you would be pretty useless.
Wow. A lot of confidence for a man who once got disciplined for dozing.
Dozing?
I can't help that I was hired older than you.
Interesting. I feel like it was a very loaded conversation that kind of
Mark?
went over my head.
No way. He did a stint in the break room yesterday.
I would immediately ask what happens in the break room.
Did he sound ill?
I don't know. He said it was abdominal.
Funny timing.
Yeah, I feel like maybe he should have waited a bit to make it less suspicious. But perhaps PD doesn't have that much time. Maybe he needs to skip town or something. I'm assuming that he's meeting up with him and not just... Yeah, that's the address, right?
The erasers are mostly decorative since we don't have pencils. Finger trap is
That
fun as long as you know how to
47
use
looked
it
pretty
safely.
evil to me.
Yeah, but why don't we always finish the files?
They only keep so long. You know, we finish on average 1 in
Uh-oh,
5
he's not
files
doing
per
well.
fire, which is better than it used to be before Mark's freshman fluke.
I wonder why. I mean, there was dirt under his nails. Wonder if that is important or just one of the many things that have been bothering him. But what's making him so easily irritated and upset by all the little things, or maybe all the little things piling up, has an effect on him? What? Wait, oh my god. Wait, it's like that tar liquid from the intro. Is he hallucinating? Is it because of the brain implant? Is it because of the numbers? Is he having a mental breakdown? Is this related to that dosing that the other guy mentioned? Oh my god, so many questions. Oh my god. Oh, this is bad. Are they gonna get rid of him? Is he compromised? Of course, they're always monitoring and they knew immediately something was wrong. Is he gonna go to the break room too? Oh god, what if his friend is dead? Actually, I don't think that they would leave his body here. I was thinking maybe he's gonna find it, but no. If Lumen disposed of him, they would make him disappear. Okay, he's here. He's fine. The way he appears like that and just standing there straight makes him look like a ghost, not a person. Like a vision.
I'm so sorry, sir. I'm just so sorry.
Look, no one is hankering to throw you in the break room.
So he's
We'll
not
do a
going there.
wellness
It's just
check
like
with Miss Casey
the
and go from
worst
there,
thing
all
that
right?
can happen to you. The
Thank
worst
you, Mr. Milton.
punishment. It's hard to imagine because Mark's little mistake, well, that he made up, the responsibility he took for Helly's actions, I don't think that that would warrant like the worst punishment there is. But maybe there can be different things that happen in the break room, depending on the level of offense.
Oh god, a 4.
Don't fuck around.
4 is
I
kind of
told you,
scary, I
you'll
think,
understand when you see it, so just be patient.
out of all the numbers. And 6.
The C.
What?
The C.
Yeah.
What is
about
the amount of plastic?
Saudis are up there severing their brains. Shit must have gotten pretty bad. Famine, plagues, etc. So what is a desperate humanity to do?
I actually didn't even think about that.
And shit,
Oh.
and we can't
I
cold
didn't
hard
think
take
about
it
how
back.
they have no
So we
knowledge
send
of
the
the
probes
world,
down,
not
they
just
send
their
us the data coded.
other selves. They don't know what's going on there. It's crazy.
Now, Earth thinks we're cutting swear words out of movies.
None of that makes sense though, because what would be the connections? How would you be able to like pinpoint any of those things by looking at numbers?
They separate us from the other departments. We don't even know how many there are.
What if there are no other departments? It's all a sham, social experiment. He gathered a lot of information. Wait, was it break room on the left? It's next to the break room? Uh-oh. Oh god. Did removing the implant, I don't know, permanently damage his brain? He probably couldn't do it properly. Or maybe there is no way to do it properly and this is the consequence. Maybe it's irreversible because you die if you reverse it.
Never heard of
Not
that
right
one.
away, but eventually.
Because I'm the first dipshit that's ever had it.
There's no way he performed it on himself, the
So
reversal procedure, so somebody must have helped him.
There's this room.
Maybe he cut into his own brain, I don't know.
We go in there when we don't act right.
Okay, the break room. A lot of talk about that. I really want to see what happens there.
Please. I truly am. I'm sorry. Please read the statement again.
It's him, right?
All I can be is sorry, and that is all that I am. I'm afraid you don't mean it. Again. Please.
Is that what happens in the break room?
Fuck is that?
That's the break room.
So they break you. You don't take a break, they break you. That's why it's called break room. I feel like there's probably more that happens than just repeating things. I don't know. Is this again the, I don't know, reference to that guy we see on the wall? His photograph and that
Oh, I'm sorry.
he matched into the stone, or is it unrelated,
We should
or
go in,
maybe
because
it's not supposed to be him, but still,
admiring
like,
the
I don't know,
art.
symbolic, relevant. What's
I
more
know.
important
It
is
broke
that
my
it's
heart when
kind
we
of
took
like
it down.
subjugation of sheep,
better here.
sacrificial
Optics and
lamb,
design.
something like that.
The
Also,
two-person
this
department, so
actor
Gary,
looks familiar,
so
but
this is your
again, I
work.
can't remember
We
the
don't
name
paint
or
them.
where I've seen him. Both of these actors are like that for me.
in my view.
Oh, wow. Now that's all I'll be thinking about until then.
They seem to be getting along so well. A very relaxing atmosphere with the ambience and the light, an element of nature in that plant. I don't know if it's a real plant or an artificial looks real.
What I'd like to do is share with you some facts about your outie.
And the tone of her voice is also calming.
Just relax your body and be open
It's like
to the
a
facts.
meditation,
Try
guided
and
meditation
enjoy
session.
each equally.
Equally.
Your outie is a friend to children and to the elderly and the insane.
Are they telling him the truth or what he wants to hear? I thought this could be brainwashing, maybe some trigger words, but I think it's just something to calm his mind so whatever happened at the office wouldn't happen again.
Sorry. Please try to enjoy each fact equally and not show preference for any over the others. That's 10 points off. You have 90 points.
Oh wow. Again, so it's all about not having an emotional response about anything and treating everything the same, seeing your colleagues the same way no matter of your relationship with them, seeing things presented to you in the same light.
Your outie likes the sound of radar.
Kind of random.
Please don't respond to any specific fact. That's 10 points off.
What would happen if he loses all the points? Would he go to the break room? Maybe there is a brainwashing element to that as well, honestly. I'm not sure. It was even putting me in a little bit of a trance. It's hard for him to make a choice. He's supposed to see everything as equal. But isn't it interesting that they do make them make choices like that? So it is kind of passing a preference. But those things were very similar to each other, so it's probably a safe choice to make.
Hi, kids. What's for dinner?
How was wellness?
Okay, his disposition is
Very
back.
restorative.
Is more cheerful and relaxed one.
He's a fuck. You didn't tell him where we are, did you?
Bert's not a fuck, and no.
I'm asking for the safety of this department. I don't need to tell you.
A myth. And you
So
don't
that guy's
care about this
dangerous?
department. You just want your
Oh,
wife
she
to
found
be-
some evil numbers, didn't she?
Pardon, we're supposed to like the perks, and all in Lumen's care shall revel in.
And there's a 6 and a 4. I knew it.
A handbook passage to me, okay? Don't do it.
Hey guys.
Lumen has been good to us.
Don't
and
stress
it's-
that guy out, or he's gonna have an episode again.
Yep.
Why is it
You're okay. Just fence off the bad data like I showed you.
Okay, so
you
they
see the
all
pyramid?
recognize those numbers as bad. But again, it could be part of just suggesting it to themselves. She could have convinced herself that they're bad for some reason, some psychological inclination, and then because she decided they're bad, they saw it as well.
They were scary. The numbers were scary.
Could it just be the power of suggestion, or are they actually scary? There are definitely a lot of lies going on in the company, because they tell them that they're supposed to be working with sensitive information, but nothing they work with is sensitive, or if it is, they're not aware of
You
it.
can use the
They're
shower.
completely ignorant to whatever they're doing and why.
For doing
So
this
that
work.
they need their silence
Well,
at
I
Lumen,
figured
but
my
they
work
do
self
need
would be pissed
them
if I
to
went
be
something
there.
green.
But why? Maybe what they're doing with the numbers is important after all, in some way.
You okay in there?
Yeah, I'm good.
He doesn't look good. Who could be calling him? Whoever assisted him with the operation? Or Lumen's trying to find him still? Oh my god. Is he gonna die right here, right now? What would Mark even do? How would he dispose of the body? Poor guy probably can't even call an ambulance. They would probably be able to locate him, the Lumen people, through that. I'm not sure actually. But if half of the town works for them, then they'll probably have a lot of connections. Oh my god. What is happening? Is he splitting into two people? A side effect of reversing Severance procedure? Are his memories and like mind separating as well between two people? He's not okay. It's over. I was really sucked in the whole time. I want to watch more immediately. That was really good. I really enjoyed it. And it's a pretty slow-paced show that doesn't have a lot of stuff happening, but at the same time I feel like everything that goes on, everything that is discussed in the show, and like all the details, maybe even in the background, or details about the people, or about how the things are positioned or placed, or what is being focused on. Everything matters, and that is what is very interesting to me. I like noticing things. I like analyzing them, speculating about their importance or their meaning, and this show is perfect for this kind of stuff. I wish there were more stuff like this, but at the same time it's nice to just stumble upon a unique gem once in a while. I don't know if Petey is gonna die. I think there's a pretty high chance of that happening, but maybe more later on. I'm not sure what his purpose is gonna be, to like move the plot farther along or to assist Mark in something. I don't know if he needs to be in the picture to be bringing Lumen down, or if he can just, I don't know, leave it to Mark and like pass the torch and he would carry on. And again, whoever called him might be an accomplice, somebody that Mark would be able to work with. Maybe somebody who works for Lumen right now. Maybe an inside person that actually managed to reverse the severance procedure but stayed working there. Maybe even one of the higher ups, I'm not sure. Or just an independent person that is working to dismantle the corporation. Maybe again somebody who used to work there, so kind of like Petey. We had some new characters introduced to us. The guy that talked to, I don't remember the name, to the guy that saw all that tar sliding on his keyboard. That was, he talked to, and some guy in front of the painting. He seemed dangerous, judging by the conversation in the office. He seemed friendly, but then again, everyone there seems friendly, but I guess he seemed friendly in a more natural way, but appearances can certainly be deceiving. And there was also that woman who was doing the guided meditation session, I should call it. It was definitely very intimidating, slightly sinister version of meditation, kind of having an opposite effect on you. I wouldn't be able to relax, even though the environment was definitely relaxing, with the light and with the music and with how she was speaking, and even there was tea offered. I don't think that he ever drank the tea. Maybe it was just again part of the environment, so just for the appearance's sake, but not really anything that could actually be used practically. So yeah, despite of that environment, what was actually happening, the nature of it, and the substance of the conversation was very ominous and threatening, as well as all the warnings about losing the points was definitely the threat part, but the things that she was saying, the suggestions, the positive reinforcement, the affirmations, I should actually call them, those were not really threatening, but it was really strange. I guess it was the things that he would want to hear. I feel like those were very both random and generic things that people would like to hear. He was expected to have an equal response to all of them. So I don't really think that they were constructed specifically for him, not tailored specifically for him. I don't think that they want to appease to his personality, be it the one that he has at work or the one he has outside. I don't think that they want any of them to have a unique personality that is outlined or emphasized in any way. If anything, I think that they want them to be all kind of subdued, I don't know, mellowed out, watered down to just basic impersonal things. And in a way, I think that perhaps just saying an array of random things, as well as those generic affirmations that are just considered to be objectively positive, I think that that was kind of a test, perhaps. And that's why that there was also a system of points that you could lose if you gave the wrong response to the stimuli. So I think that perhaps it wasn't really for the sake of brainwashing you into compliance, or relaxing you and taking off that stress so you can perform better or be under their control still. I think that it was a test instead, just for them to know if you're still firmly under their control, if you're still that being that is devoid of emotional preferences, or at least the level of those emotional preferences is still in the safe zone. And I'm not sure what would happen if it wasn't. Would you go to the break room to be kind of educated, or if maybe you would need to undergo another procedure? I don't think actually that they would do anything with the implant. I wonder if they can access it remotely. I feel like that should make sense if they can like program it or something. There's a chip that I can access and work with. I think that wherever pressure they would apply on them is more psychological, really having anything to do with coding or surgery past the just getting the implant in the brain. After that, I think that it's more, working with people's minds just through auditory and visual senses, as well as conversation. Could be totally wrong. I guess we'll see as I keep watching. I'm really invested already. I want to see where it goes. I imagine that Helly is gonna be Mark's new PT, I guess. And they're gonna be eventually working together against Lumen. And probably get their state of Severance reversed and then escape. But the after effects of the reversal seem pretty dire. I don't know if necessarily lethal, but whatever is happening to PD is not looking good. I don't know if they're gonna subject the main character to that from the perspective of the story. Maybe if they do, then probably not in season 1, but could be the grand finale of season 1. At some certain point, those two personalities do have to collide, and honestly, if one of the after effects of that reversal is kind of like separating in a way that you can coexist with your other self, I wonder if you can also actually communicate with them. So maybe it would be interesting to see that split in that coexistence of different versions of the same character. There's just an endless well of possibilities of everything that can happen in this show. It's so mysterious and interesting. It is a bit hard for me to both keep up with everything that's being said and just like focus on every word and analyze it, as well as immediately just reacting and expressing my theories and ideas about it. It would be definitely easier if I could just pause at any time, but that would interfere with the syncing process. I hope that I'm doing well. I didn't have subtitles on for this episode. I think that would be better if I did have them on, so I'm gonna do it for the next one. Yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I hope that you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and maybe leave a comment as well. But for now, bye.